Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, do me a favor, like, share, and tag. Welcome to Bandwidth, y'all. I hope you had a wonderful day. Tag a few people that you know, especially that guy and that girl that's going through a bad breakup and they about to lose their mind. What's up, y'all? Y'all do me a favor, get about 75 people on here, man. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Do me a favor, like, share, and tag, man. Y'all do me a favor. Share this podcast with everybody you know, man. We're trying to blow up Shway, man. I'm taking everybody with me. Thank y'all for supporting. This is episode 44. Boy, y'all, we killing, man. How many downloads? 3,600, y'all. Whoa. Let's get 4,000, man, by the end of the month. Yeah. Somebody inboxed me and said, I don't think a pastor should be talking about this. Y'all should be talking about the Bible. I said, shut up. Let's do it, man. Great. Whatever you do, don't forget to be a lion. Too easy. Yeah, buddy. We here, man. It's Monday night, man. I'm alive. I feel alive. I feel good. I feel excited. I got energy, man. I feel like, yeah, there's something going on, man. We got some good vibes tonight, man. Hope you're good. Hope you're vibing. Hope you feel good about life. Hope you're excited. Hope you're motivated. Hope you're dedicated. Hope you're committed to whatever it is you are building and dedicating yourself to. If not, get some business about yourself. Do me a favor, put that in the comment. Get some business about yourself. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Like, share, and tag. Let everybody know we're going. We're live at Bandwidth. Yeah, man, what's going on? Any breaking news? There's a lot of foolishness going on in the world. I think I'm gonna add a segment in the show called Breaking News, just to keep us up to date with current events. Yeah, and it's not gonna always be bad stuff. Ain't y'all sick of it? Every time you get on social media, there's always somebody getting killed, somebody doing this, somebody doing that. We need some positivity, man, in the world. Need some positivity in the world. Hey, did y'all go to church, man? If you did, what did the pastor talk about? I went to church. It was pretty amazing, man. Do me a favor, drop your church, man. Drop your church in the chats. I am everybody knows my primary job is a pastor. And so I love God. I love God's church. I love God's people, even though sometimes they get on my nerve. But there's nothing you can say to me about the church that would make me leave or dishonor it. So drop your church in the chats, man. If I don't care where you are, wherever you're from. If you're on here, you're a quality person, and I love you and I appreciate you. Drop your church. We trust if you're on here, we trust your judgment about a good church. All right, we need some good churches. All right, so put in the comments your church, your pastor, tag him, support him. Anyway, man, I am excited about tonight's episode. Not gonna be long, but I want to talk about how to get over a bad breakup. Who's sponsoring tonight's show? Nobody? All right. You sponsored it. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Longevity Kurt. Shouts out to them, man. I think they launched today. I support Black-owned businesses, and it's an all-female consulting firm. So if you have a business and money, it is about that money. We want the paper, baby. You feel me? So shouts out to them for what they're doing. It is an all-female African-American consulting firm, and we want to support them. So if you have a business and you need someone to do operations, bookkeeping, and web design and marketing, advertising, we don't do no catering. We don't do none of that. We don't do no catering, but business stuff, we got you. What else? Am I missing something on that? Brand, everybody knows you're here, so you can start whispering. She would just I can't understand you now. Shouts out to Longevity Kurt, man. What's up, y'all? Y'all do me a favor, like, share, tag. We're talking about how to get over a bad breakup, man. Have you ever have you ever had to go through a bad breakup? Man, I have, and it's devastating. I want to help you get through it tonight. All right, I want to help you get through it. Please understand this, ladies and gentlemen. When you love someone, get this, they come to live in the emotional center of your brain. They actually occupy nerve pathways and physically live in neurons in the brain. So when you lose a lover through a breakup or a divorce, what happens is our brain gets confused and disoriented. Did that make sense? So what that means is, because you expect to hear from them, touch them, feel them, love them, when you can no longer do it, that part of the brain where that person is occupying, it starts to become inflamed. And so you, AKA, lose it. You start to panic. You start saying stuff like, I can't eat, babe. I can't sleep, babe. I can't breathe, babe. Without you in my life, I can't go on, babe. My favorite part, y'all. This is my soul, baby. You start tripping, man. You start going crazy, right? And so these are the moments where you have to get a grip. Put in the comments, y'all, get a grip. Got to get a grip on yourself. This is the moment where you start to think of all of the crazy things you can do. You no longer have any control. And so this is the perfect place to gain control. And I'm going to teach you how to do it tonight. Number one, this is how you get over a bad breakup. Number one, it's okay to take full responsibility for your part. Nobody's perfect. I don't care what the person did. Take responsibility for what you contributed to the breakup. There's always something that we could have done better. I don't care if you did a phenomenal job. There's always something that we could have done better. So it's okay to take full responsibility for whatever it is you did. Number two, give yourself permission to feel. Meaning it's okay to grieve. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to not be okay. I'm going to say that again. That was a bar. It's okay to not be okay. And sometimes you have to embrace that. There is a moment, it is a season in a breakup, a stage, a phase where you're not going to be okay. And that's okay. So take full responsibility. And it's okay to feel. Give yourself the moment to feel. Did you know that when you're dating someone, psychology says it takes about 3 months, maybe a little longer, to get over a breakup? To get over a divorce, it could take a year and a half, maybe more. So there are stages in this breakup. And the first stage of it, of course, is that panic, that shock. The second stage is you have to go ahead and feel and grieve. The third thing I want you to do is get rid of all memories, pictures, jewelry, clothes, any type of gift, anything that will stimulate emotion, anything that will cause you to drift back into a memory, that will cause you to grieve when you should be being productive. Get rid of everything. I call them triggers. Get rid of the triggers. Ladies, get rid of the panties. Get rid of the bras. Come on now. You got you some Victoria's Secret. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of everything that will trigger a bad memory or even a good one. Why? Because you're trying to, here's the objective. You're trying to heal. So anything that will trigger a memory sometimes will make the healing process longer. Okay, number 4. Here's my favorite one. Seem tough. Let me tell you why you need to seem tough. Because being tough makes you more attractive. Yeah, I look at my pastor. I would give this world. I'm trying to tell y'all, I would give this world hell. So I'm saying like this. Seem tough. Sometimes you want a person back. The thing that makes a person unattractive, and here's what you need to know, ladies and men, especially you men, stop calling her. Stop begging her. Stop trying to, don't do it. Don't you ever do, men, don't you ever show any form of weakness. Weakness doesn't make you attractive. Seem tough. I know you are hurting and it's okay, but you can hurt on the inside, but project strength on the outside. That's how you become more attractive. I'm gonna explain that in a moment. Seem tough. Number 5, you need to get a support system. Go back to your support system. Many of you have friends and family members that just absolutely love you, and it's almost impossible to break up with you, even though you may be very difficult. Those are support systems. They just love you for you. They're not going anywhere. These are people that you have not slept with. These are people that you don't have any type of romantic history with. They know who you are. They know why you are who you are, and they accept you for that. Get that support system. Now, here's what happens when we break up. Here's what happens when we fall in love with people and we start dating. We tend to go distant from our support system. So some of us, when you go back to your support system, you need to do this. Apologize. Apologize for your distance. Apologize that you have not been around as much. Tell them the honest truth. Hey, I was in a relationship. I was in love. That occupied a lot of my time. Because they love you for you, they're going to say, get over here and give me a hug. I love you. It's going to be okay. That's a support system. It's okay to be around people who love you for you, that you can cry, be vulnerable, be transparent with, and they are going to be there to encourage you and comfort you in these moments of difficulties. So get your support system. Number 6, here's what Black people don't like. Well, this new generation of Black people are cool with it, but we have not been taught to embrace this. It is okay to get a therapist. You need a therapist when you're going through a breakup or divorce. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everyone is different. But I want to say this. I wouldn't be married for any number of years, especially Christians. I wouldn't be married for any number of years and think that Jesus is going to just be the only thing that you need to navigate through a divorce. Now, you all know who I am. I love Jesus, but I do believe that we need people who are trained to help us navigate through our thoughts. Technically, y'all, when we say we're going through a heartbreak, technically that's not true. You're going through a brain break. So when you go through a breakup, it doesn't destroy your heart. It can damage your brain. So a therapist is there to help you put pieces together, help you unpack feelings. It keeps you emotionally under control because you're able to see things objectively versus seeing it emotionally. It is okay to get a therapist. It is okay to be able to talk to someone that can never repeat what you said. It is okay for you to talk to someone and say, you know what? I'm angry that they cheated on me, but I cheated too. They just don't know. And see, here's the thing. When we get in front of our support system, we'll never tell them that. We'll just only remain the victim. But we'll be hiding that deep, dark secret. Now, that was good. I see you on your computer. You're like, how did he know? It's okay to have a therapist. Number 6, or 7, consider getting off social media. Consider getting off social media for a month or so. Here's why. Social media has a way of stimulating different emotions or thoughts that may not be needed while you're in the process of grief. It's okay to get off social media, get this, to find yourself again. Because social media will have different types of posts and different types of sound bites and information that will cause you to literally be confused. Further stagnating the process of complete healing and progression. Social media, the detox of social media, will give you an opportunity to put this in the comments, find yourself. Because in relationships, I don't care. It sounds good. It sounds intellectual. But from my experience, if you do relationships right, you do lose a part of yourself. Oh, there's another bar. If you do relationships right, ladies and gentlemen, you do lose a part of yourself. No one can have all of themselves while being in a relationship. Why? Because you have to give up your preferences, give up your desires to please another person. Give yourself room, space, and opportunity to find yourself again, to collect yourself. The things that you gave up, it's okay to go back and pick those things up. It's okay to find, because many of us, we do things because the person likes it. We do things because the person prefers it. It's our objective to make them happy. It's our objective to make them comfortable. So we give up parts of ourselves to be in successful relationships. When you are going through a breakup, when you are going through a moment of devastation, do not go on social media, because social media will try to define you. It will try to define where you are. And because you're in a moment of grief and openness, you do not need toxicity influencing your healing process. Get off social media and start to, the yoga instructors would say, become one with yourself. I don't do yoga. Consider getting off social media. Social media is a place where many people immediately gravitate to share every detail of their lives. So you will be tempted, hear me, you will be tempted to tell everybody what's going on. You will be tempted to make little posts about, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to get through this. It's just me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end and what I found out. And it ain't That's not a way to heal. Twitter is not a way to heal. Instagram is not a way to heal. Facebook, subliminal messages, sub messages are not ways to heal. You will find yourself posting things to get people's attention. Specifically, you'll find yourself posting things to get the person's attention. And that's not the way to heal. During your grieving, you may need to be in a space that you don't have, get this, you may need to be in the space where you have the ability to make proper judgment calls. Social media is not that place. Social media, when you're grieving, is not a good place that affords you the ability to make proper judgment calls. Dr. Gabe, what do you mean? When you're grieving and you're on social media and you post something like, I'm going through, but I'm gonna be all right, you're going to attract someone that's going to be interested in comforting you. And when you're grieving, you don't have the ability to make the judgment call that this guy or this girl may not be for me. So you will find yourself messaging someone for comfort and end up getting yourself in an entanglement, all because you were not in a space to make a proper judgment call. If in fact you were not grieving, you probably would have never given that person the time of day. Get off social media for a season. Here's another reason why you need to stay on social media. You will automatically try to figure out what your ex is doing. Further delaying the what? Healing process. You just automatically will find yourself consumed with seeing what they posted today. Seeing if they're thinking about you. Now, here's the thing. Both of you all are doing the same thing. But you're the person that has to do the healing. So social media will cause you to be tempted to always be checking in on them, delaying the healing process. Here's another thing I want you to do. Here's a tip to break for a bad breakup. Don't visit their social media. Let them visit yours. Don't visit their social media, but let them visit yours. Don't post anything that makes them think you're suffering, even though you are. Don't post anything that makes them feel like you are suffering. When you get back on social media, don't post anything that makes them feel like you are suffering. They must feel like you are getting along well without them. When you decide to get back on social media, don't post anything that makes them feel as if you are a victim. Rather, post things that will make you be viewed as a victor. Seems strong, guys. Here's what you should post when you get back on social media. Post new places you've visited, places that you've not been able to go. Places that you've always wanted to see. Some of you have the income to travel out of the country. Post yourself on a plane. Make them Negroes or Negrettes wonder where you're going. Make them wonder, do you miss them? Because here's what people will do, y'all. I know what people will do. People will break up with you or people will divorce you and they will go and live their best life and they will thrive off of the thought that you are suffering. Here's what happens when they see that you are killing it. They see that you are moving on. They start trying to come back and they start trying to do things to pull you back in, because essentially people want to control you. I don't care if it's a woman. I don't care if it's a man. Typically the person, get this, typically the person that initiated the divorce or the breakup, they cannot fathom the thought of you moving on. They could be hurt, but people still want to be in control. And when they see you in an airport, traveling, smiling, looking encouraged, hear me, you got to look your best. When you go through a bad breakup, when you post yourself, you got to post yourself looking like you are killing it. You got to be in the gym. You got to be sexy. I mean, you got to show, fellas, you got to put a tank top on. You have to present yourself as being strong and progressive. If in fact, hear me, if in fact, I don't care what people say, if in fact you present yourself as weak and being the victim, people feel as if they won and that they still are in control. Never do it. Now, let me be transparent. It happened to me one time. I was young, but it happened to me one time. I decided after that one experience that it would never happen again. I would never, ever in my life give someone that type of control and power over me. The feeling that I experienced knowing that this person controlled my emotions after they explicitly said they didn't want me anymore. I made a decision never to allow someone to do that again. It is a horrible feeling experiencing when someone doesn't want you but loves to control you. And that makes sense. That you don't want me, we're not together, but you still control me. It's a horrible feeling. And you like it. And that's the truth. We need to let people know this. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care who you are, boys and girls, that person likes it. They like the fact that you really want them and you miss them and you can't live without them. And you all are not together, but they can control your feelings and your emotions and where you go and what you don't do. You got to be able to be bold enough to say, all right, now you don't want me anymore, so don't call me. We're good. Don't call me. You don't get to ask me, am I talking to somebody else? Because you don't want me anymore. See, you could have kept that place in my life, but because you don't want me, you don't get to ask, am I sleeping with somebody? You don't get to inbox me and say things like, oh, you seem like you moving on quickly. Leave that. But they told me I can't say certain stuff no more, y'all. I have an entire team, and they told me that I have to keep certain words to a minimum or at a minimum. I'll miss you, N-word. Y'all heard me? I'll miss you. They love it. They love being in control. So you cannot allow them to be in control. So post new places, visit places, y'all. When you're trying to get over bad breakups, I know you're going to be hurting, but visit new places, do new things. Number 2, you should be accomplishing new things. Post that. Post a new hairdo. Post new clothes. Do those things. And if you want to post things, you should never post the opposite of grief. Post the opposite of grief. Post success. And do not post anything that will cause people to say, I wonder what happened. People shouldn't be in your business. Post your success. Post your support system. Post when you're out with friends and family. Post that. Never get this. Here's why you should post those things, because it automatically, I'm not saying that this person should come back. I'm not saying that you should accept them back. I'm saying when you post progression, it makes you attractive. And they are already assuming that you're going to be suffering. Jack them up in their mind. Make them feel like, oh, you were ready for me to say, we don't need to be together anymore. Warren, you understand what I'm saying? Make people feel as if, wow, they're doing just fine without me. Yeah. All right. Number 7. Here's my favorite one. Avoid going after rebounds. Don't sleep with anyone until you are emotionally healthy. Here's why. Man, I just wiped my eyes and it's monkeypox. Ah! All right, Lord, help me. Cover me, please. Here's why you shouldn't rebound on people. Because the same hurt you're feeling because of the breakup, you now become a person that's victimizing someone else. That's another bar. You can be a victim and a victimizer at the same time. Don't engage with anyone while you're grieving. Don't lead anybody on while you're grieving. Don't get into any sexual and emotional entanglements while you're trying to find yourself. We got to make that popular again, that we only date when we're ready emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. We're not trying to rebound or recover. Don't sleep with, this is for men and women. Do not sleep with anyone. Don't try to hide the pain by using a human being. These are human beings we're talking about, guys. And some people are so addicted to relationships, you don't know how to be by yourself. You don't know what it feels. Let's just be honest. Some of us are so jacked up, we don't know how to just not have sex with people and not be involved with people emotionally. We don't. And when you're like that, you really don't know yourself. Some of us, we will have a panic attack just going 2 years without being in a relationship. Oh, and you're going to the emergency room if you went 2 years without having sex with somebody. Yeah. Do not, when you are grieving and going through a bad breakup, it's okay to say, I'm not entertaining anyone right now because I am trying to enjoy and find or discover me. I don't know if you can always find the best version of yourself if you're constantly involved in a sexual and an emotional relationship. And why is that important? Because when it's time for you to date someone again, you will bring baggage and brokenness versus the best version of yourself. So avoid going after the rebound. Here's the last 2. Avoid looking for a dramatic closure. Avoid looking for a dramatic end. And what I mean by that is sometimes we look for something dramatic to let go. We look for something devastating to let go. That it's really easy for us to let go when there is, oh, he cheated on me, or she fell in love with a coworker or a best friend, versus accepting the fact that, we broke up because this person said that I wasn't making them happy, or we just drifted apart. Avoid looking for those dramatic endings and embrace whatever the situation is. I hope that made sense. Sometimes we look for those real big endings because we can't. So we start looking for things. It must be somebody else. What did you, versus accepting the fact that this person said, I'm just not happy anymore. And that's okay for it to end there. Number last, find what makes you come alive. Find the things that make you come alive. What makes you come alive? Find the things that make you, What makes you come alive? What do you enjoy? When you discover those things, do it, engulf yourself in that. Those are ways to heal. Y'all, I enjoyed you, man. Welcome to Bandwidth.
Welcome to Bandwidth, yo. Go and be great. Whatever you do, don't forget to be a lion. Too easy.
Yeah, man. Y'all, thank you. Like, share, and tag, man. Let everybody know that we had a good time tonight on Bandwidth. If you want me to talk about different topics, you all just message my team, man. I'd be excited to unpack some things. I hope you're well. Hope you are alive. Hope you are navigating through life with wisdom. Hope you are killing anything that you are putting your mind to. Until next time, man, don't forget to be a lion. Too easy.